Hello guys, what's up? I've been meaning to do this vlog. So last Sunday, I volunteered myself as the sound guy for Jen's event. We had a music festival for A Voice for Jaden, and it's a fundraising event, and it was successful actually. But I'm sharing to you, this can be added to my portfolio as a musician. It was my first time. Obviously, I'm not running the show. I'm behind the scene, but let's recap what I've done. So I helped Jen with the drum kit and the PA. So she rented the drum kit from Pure Rehearsals. I actually volunteered to help her and pick it up, but she managed to pick up the drums from I'm not sure the location, but it's run by Pure Rehearsals. So she picked me up here. Drum kit PA is already in the van, so we've arrived in the destination. It was Anchor Inn in Ealing, and so we unload the gears, and then I started assembling the drum kit. Then obviously the PA, and I didn't get the chance to like do sound check yet. I was just connecting the cables and everything. The drums, I just put it as it is, and I didn't even double check if everything's like the screw nuts, whatever, is tightened, but it's just there because I know most of the drummers will bring their own breakables. So, but I just put it. It will be nice to look at when the drum set is already in the background. Right. So for the first act, we got So Sound Choir. So they're the first act, and I got nothing to do except from I've already put up the PA speakers. Jen helped actually to put it up, but their choir master asked me, because there's loads of them who turned up, and they're making use of the stage, so the PA speakers are sort of blocking. So we had to remove the speakers. The stand wasn't a problem, but the speaker itself. So I had to put them aside. And they were the first act. They didn't need our PA system. They got their own speakers. It's the Alto, the tiny one. It's like a scaled down version of the Bose S1. Sounded loud though, just the two of those. So the backing tracks for the choir is coming through that alto speaker. I think it's like a busker, alto busker or something. It's a small Bose S1 copy. And his microphone, the choir master's microphone, is going through there, so that when he introduced the choir, as well as songs, as well as giving instructions to them, it's louder because he's got the microphone. No, they're amazing. I enjoyed their set. And when they're finished, I had to put the speakers back.
Can you hear me calling out your name? You know that I'm falling and I don't know what to say. Sing a little louder, or you shout. You know that I'm proud and I can't get the words out. I want to be with you everywhere.
And then it's Colleen and Tina. So Colleen already messaged me about the plan. So Tina was the first one who went on stage. She set up her guitar and ukulele, and I sort of asked her, because Colleen messaged me about the DI, and she's got a passive DI. Because I asked her, actually, Tina, after the set, if the DI was like battery operated or something, but she said it's passive. It's really nice. So I just feed one XLR to her, and then she connected her instruments, and then there's not much to set up apart from the monitor speakers. So my setup was, it's Jens Alice's multi mix 8, I think. So 8 channel mixer, and we connected it to the Wildcards PA, which is a Phonic 615, something like that. It's a powered mixer already, but we're using a separate mixer, and then we line out or main out going to that powered mixer and then to the Phonic speakers, and that's the PA for the day. The monitor, I connected it through the aux send, so I can easily tweak if there are artists or performers who may request customized monitor. I was just preparing it. So aux send going to my Bose S1, and then Bose S1 line out going to Jen's Samsung Expedition XP, the small battery powered. It's mine actually that I sold to Jen. I've got reviews of that one. I'll put details or captions. So those are the two monitors, and then when I asked them about effects, initially Colleen said they're not fussed about effects like reverb. But during the day, they requested a tiny reverb. So I put reverb to the instrument, the guitar, and then reverb for Tina. Colleen said that it doesn't matter with her, but with Tina as backing vocals, to add a little bit of reverb. And then I was there because I'm like at the background, because we set up the mixer at the back behind the drum kit, and then they had people joining them for the percussion, the tambourine, the maracas, and then they got this wooden percussion, like a stick. I don't know the term for that one. I called it clock clock back home when I was in the Philippines, because it sounded like a clock 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 clock. But it's a percussion. It's a wood that you hit together and it makes that sound.
I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you're stand by me, help you out. So darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand now, stand by me, stand by me.
Who was the next one? Oh, the next one was a solo artist, Tony, and he's got proper gear. He got effects for his acoustic guitar, like reverb, and then I think it's got a DI as well somewhere in that pedal board, and his vocals, his microphone is going there. But I just needed 2 XLR to give to him. One will be his guitar, and the other one is the vocals. Going back to Tina and Colleen, they got their own XLR for their microphone. So it was their microphone. I just remembered now, because there's like a sticker, red and blue for their XLR. So I just remembered. I said, oh, red is channel 1 and blue is channel 2. And then the XLR that I gave to them, I think it was on channel 4 for the instrument, for the DI. And yeah, so going back to Tony, it was our XLR that I think gave to him, and one is vocals. When he said that's vocals, I put it on channel 1. Then one's guitar, so I already got one in channel 4 for the guitar. And he was impressed, because I said let's do a little bit of sound check, and I said it's not coming out through the PA yet, but this one's just the monitor. he was impressed by the sound of the monitor. He said, "Oh, really good monitor." So yeah, and so because I'm at the back, I need to go forward or in front to hear exactly what's going on. I got in ear, but I'd rather hear the exact sound. So the guitar was a little bit loud than the vocals. So I tweak it a bit, and yeah, sounded great. He's really amazing. He's really good as well. And then I was just standing at the back while he was performing. Each time he finished a song, I clap, and then he eventually he said to me, "Are you my biggest fan?" And we chatted a bit after his set.
Is all that you can say. Years gone by and still yes, I belong West Virginia and Mountain Mama. Oh, take me home, country road.
And then here comes the first band, Take Cover. They're really amazing. So what was the bass heart key? I forgot. I should have just taken photos of it. But I think the guitar amp is Kemper. The head and then the cabinet, or it looks like a cabinet, but probably it's an amp. And then he's got this Kemper digital thingy, and he immediately asked for a DI. So the one that I've been using for the acoustic, I already gave it to him. The bass, he said he doesn't need it. Initially, he said no. The drummer, he just replaced the cymbals and the snare and the pedal. Yes, I'm confused. It's the other band who said to me, asked me to remove the hardwares and cymbals, the stands and the cymbals altogether, because they got their own. But yeah, going back, Take Cover. So because they're the first band, I explained that I'm not a drummer. I'm the one who assembled the drums. And I said, just double check it, and maybe there's loose screws or whatever. And he said to me, "You've done a good job, mate." So he's quite happy how I assembled the drum kit. And then we're left with the vocals. Oh, I said to him as well that the guitar's DI is coming out in the PA. Bass doesn't want your drum kit, doesn't have mic. So it's a small event. It's intimate event there in the gazebo. But he said that it's fine. It just means that I can hit the drums harder, which he loves. He can play loud, he said. So yeah, we had a good connection. The one that's left is the vocalist. I forgot to ask their names actually. But anyway, the vocalist got his own wireless mic with a receiver. So all I need again is to give him an XLR and it's good to go. Monitor is just the vocals that I put for the monitor. Only one, the rest of the band doesn't do backing vocals, it's just him. Then the bassist eventually said that we can DI his bass. Then on our first sound check, just checking the levels, because it's initially it's just the monitor. Everyone's happy with my monitor. The Bose S1 and the Samsung, they're quite happy with the sound. The guitar was a bit loud from the front, and obviously he's got a proper cabinet, like it's a 2x10 I think, or 2x12, or maybe it's just big. It's probably just 1x12. I didn't ask, but it's a nice color. It's like a green cabinet, matches the Kemper amp as well. And then yeah, the guitar was a bit loud. and I tried lowering it. It's almost zero, but it still goes to the front of the house. The bass, I added a little bit front of the house. Then when they started playing the first song, that was sound check, a quick sound check. First song, I went away to hear from afar how the sound is doing, and immediately I got called by Jen and her friend that the vocals is being drowned by the instruments. But it wasn't drowned. They just wanted it louder. Now I turned the gain up and then volume up as well, the level, and lowered, almost zeroed the guitar and the bass. But because they got proper amps, the drummer is hitting hard, so the instrument or the accompaniment is really loud from that end, and there's no more control for me because through the PA I've almost zeroed everything, and it's just the vocals, and I turned the vocals up, and so it compensated. They're quite balanced now. They're happy. But then, like halfway through, another guy come to me and said, "You're the sound guy, isn't it?" I said, "Sort of." I'm like, yeah, I volunteered to be in charge with the sound. And he said, the vocals is a bit distorted. It's fine from here in the front, but if you walk far back, it's not nice. And I explained what's going on. I said, our speaker is just this phonic speakers front of the house, and then he's got his wireless receiver. I don't know if there's a gain in there or level that probably he also wanted his volume to be up. That's why it gets distorted, because it's just the gain staging. It's probably up from that wireless transmitter, and it made that sort of distorted sound. But I like it. It sounded like an effects, like a megaphone effects, but sounded great. They're quite pleased with their sound, not over the moon, but mind you, I didn't like meet them beforehand. What are the requirements? We don't have the proper gear. We didn't do a sound check like a proper sound guy who will do the sound check. It was just a brief encounter. Here we go, and then they played. So yeah, we still managed to do justice to whatever was there, and they're quite happy. They're very technical, so I can show you some clips. I love drummers, so I took a special video of the drummer. He's very technical, lots of dynamics, amazing skills, techniques. The guitarist is really good as well, because it's only drum, bass, and guitars, and they fill in everything. Amazing vocalist as well. Apart from, as I said, I apologize actually after their set, and I said that all of you guys are amazing. I'm so sorry the vocals is a little bit distorted. They also notice it, but I can't do anything about it. It's one of those things. Because when it was just acoustic, the two acts, Colleen and Tina, and then Tony, the sound was amazing. There's no competition with other instruments. So yeah, that was Takeover.
She shivers like a California sunset. Lady, clean as my bed. In a round bed. So take my strong advice. Just remember to always be kind. She told my baby.
And after them, the next band is Regional One. They're like proper band. And so it started with what we've got, and they got requirements and we couldn't provide it, but they brought their own mixer slash crossover, whatever, it's in one box, and they hook it up to us, and they know what they're doing with their own stuff. So I just I just give them 2 XLR for their main out going to RPA, and that's the struggle there. The guitarist brought his Marshall, like a JCM. I forgot, but I took a photo. I'll just be sharing in on here. And then he said, "Is this the speaker, the cabinet?" I said, "Yes." And he sort of grinned because it's my 1x10 DIY speaker. I took a photo as well. And then I asked him if there's like a DI or line out for his amp head, but he wasn't too sure. And so he said that, "Can we mic your cab?" So that's what I did. I got my PV microphone. It's a dynamic, I think, microphone. It's not instrument microphone, but we're just making use of whatever. So I got my mic stand. So that's my mic. That's my mic stand. Just put it there. Mic my cabinet. Feed it to his Marshall amp. Massive. It's really massive amp. Then that goes to their PA, their mixer, and then bass. Both of them, guitarist and the bassist, got like massive pedal board. Bassist got like a built-in DI, and it's connected direct to their mixer. Drummer came, he asked to remove all the cymbals. I took hi-hat, the 3 cymbals. I got left crash, right crash, and ride, along with the stand, put it aside. He got his own and put it, and then he got his own drum pad for the effects, trigger pad. I think they're using a lot of stuff like backing tracks because there's an intro. They're quite proper. And so we were left with the vocalist, and he doesn't have effects. So Jen lent her TC Helicon voice live play. He just need, I think, reverb and compression, and it's the 2 of them fiddling with the effects. So all I needed was to listen through the PA front of the house, how their sound, and on their sound check, on their first sort of few seconds of playing, the guitar was really loud. Same with the takeover. Initially, the guitar was really loud. So I'm just mentioned about the guitar, and the guitarist just looked at me, "What?" And I said, no, it's nothing bad. It's just leveling. Because it's like, he can't believe that it's really loud when he was just using my tiny speaker, the DIY 1x10 cabinet. And how is it possible that it's loud? It's mic'd in. It's just how the levels. So I think their singer lowered it a little bit. He wasn't that impressed when I said, because guitar is meant to be loud, but I wanted just everything a bit level because we only got those 2 speakers. And so it was a struggle initially for them for the first couple of songs. Backing tracks a little bit louder, and then when he did like guitar solo, it's like it's being drowned by the drums, bass, and backing track. And so I went there and I wanted to check how his amp and my speaker. He also asked the impedance, which I said is 8. So he probably it, did a selector for his amp that will match the 8 ohms for my cabinet. And then their vocalist is their sound guy. He is the one adjusting, and he said to me, it's labeled there in our mixer. We got a massive mixer, and it told me this is my vocals, this is the guitars. Oh, the guitarist as well is doing backing vocals, so he's got our mic. And yeah, anyway, it's there, it's all labeled. And if I needed to, because they got a click track as well. Initially they're not happy because you can hear it in the front of the house faintly. It's not like you can hear until I think they found their settings that it's not coming out on the PA. But yeah, there's quite few things going on, and I don't want to touch it. So he's the one who keeps coming back and forth to that mixer. But it was on the side, good thing it's not behind the drummer. Until I think after their third song, they got their sound, and it's amazing. So we'll put some clips here for you guys to hear original one. And again, I love drummers, so there's a clip for the drummer. Right, so Regional 1, amazing. Next act, the Jays. The Jays is like a duo. They said that they're just coming back from Isle of Wight, I think, and their equipment are still there. So they opted for an acoustic set. They got their mate playing the drums. So because Regional 1 used their own cymbals, stands, whatever. He saw it that I put aside the cymbals and stands for our drum kit. He just asked actually for the hi-hat and the cymbals, I think. But I just put everything back together. And then the singer, their lead singer, just microphone, so it's easy. Goes to our monitor, it's fine. We've been using it already, so it's not a problem. The one that's a little bit demanding was their guitarist. Initially he's got his amp, and then I don't know, because it's a little bit topsy-turvy, and then he could have just said that, oh, my acoustic guitar is not an electroacoustic, it will be mic'd in. He's got lots of things initially, and then all of a sudden he asked me if there's phantom power for our mixer, and I said yes there is, and that's when everything got sorted. So he got out his mic stand. I actually put our mic stand when he said he's gonna use a proper mic for his acoustic, and I understood what he meant already with that one. So I put our mic stand and I angled it already. And then he said, no, I got my own mic stand. So it was removed and put this, and then use his own microphone. I turned the phantom power, and then we put the microphone for him because he's doing backing vocals initially. Says that only one will be singing, but yeah, so we manage. And then obviously what's coming out from the monitor is different from what's coming out from the front of the house. He said about high filter, low pass, etc. And I just tweaked the EQ for him because it sounded too bassy. Because it's the Bose S1 is the monitor, and then I don't know with the EQ versus the sound of the Bose. So I tweak it, and then I said just continue playing. I will listen in front of the house. And he couldn't tell if his guitar is coming out. I said yes, it's coming out from the front. Is it loud? Yes, it's loud. It's hard because when someone looked at you and they're not sure, are you the guy? Are you really the guy? And all I can tell them is just look at the reaction of the crowd with you guys. So yeah, they're really good as well. Drummer is really good. He's using I don't know what's the term for that stick. You know, when Nirvana did an unplug, it's like that, so that it's not overpowering. And then he's just doing simple but really accurate stuff to complement the acoustic guitar and the singer, because it's just acoustic guitar, singer, backing vocals, and him on the drums. And then Thomas is already there, our bassist. And then I think Thomas sensed that, oh, they got proper drums, it's missing the bass. So he then asked me, can I plug my bass straight to the PA? So we did it initially. I was saying it's not coming out. I already turned it on. I don't know why it's not coming out. And I said, your volume, he said it's already there, but I don't know where. And then suddenly his bass is on. So, but yeah, he joined in. They enjoyed that someone jammed with them. And after them, it was raffle. And then my bandmates and I agreed we're gonna use, it's our first time to use our new mixer, the Behringer Air XR16, I think is the one we got, so that we can tweak our own in-ears and etc. Very digital, very high-tech. So I started and removing cables, removing the monitor speaker. I said we will not be needing monitor speakers because we're using in-ears. And yeah, tidying up. And then last minute, Maka said, what if we just stick with the setup, Vinny? I said, oh, I already unplugged everything. Anyway, I removed and tidy my Bose S1, and then that's it. I was sort of putting everything back, but I left it. I just concentrated on my gear, and then Jen's busy with the raffle, so Jen's gear, and then the mixer, because instead of the new mixer, we use it, the Alice's again. So plug everything again in there. And yeah, we survived. We had a good set as well, good response. And Regional One stayed. They're amazing. They're really cool. They stayed for our set. They enjoyed the crowd. They enjoyed the music. They're there. They even donated their merch for the raffle. What else? Our problem was because now I'm already with the band. I'm not there, so it's Thomas who is listening for our sound in the front, and then they find that my backing vocals is too loud. I think it's because I'm using now XLR for the microphone. Before, we are using Jen's mic lead, which is 1/4, and then we tend to put even if we max the level, my voice is still low. This one is XLR, it's only like 1/4, but it's too loud. So Jen advises me not to put, because I'm so used to singing in the band, not like a singer, I mean, but when you sing in a band, you eat the microphone because you want it to cut through. So Jen said to me to not to sing too close to the microphone, where I'm so used to doing that, and then I normally just tweak the level to lower the level. But another thing I think there is that I don't have reverb. Jen's vocals is drowned with reverb, so it's not cutting through. Then there's lots of factors, I think, why it's not like cutting through on mine. But basically, apart from the XLR, it's mostly the reverb, because I don't have reverb. Thomas Jen plug in the Sky Surfer, I think. Yeah, the Sky Surfer reverb. It's a guitar pedal, and that's where Thomas, and he's using 1/4 for that one, so that you can use that reverb pedal. So Thomas got a reverb. Jen's got loads of reverb from her pedal. I don't have reverb, and my voice is cutting through because of that setup. Or it might be as well, it's loud, but it could have been compensated with Jen's, but then Jen's mic will have feedback. So it's hard for me to tell how loud I am, because also I was late setting up and I didn't even put my in-ear. So for our whole set, I don't have in-ear. I can't hardly hear what Jen is saying or singing. But I know the songs. I know where we are. So yeah, the downside as well with no in-ear that time, or apart from I can't hear what Jen is singing. But behind me is Maka's drums. Also on my side is my amp, which even though it's a small amp or small cabinet, it's only half, I think, the volume. But with that Vox MV50 AC, it's really loud. But yeah, that was it. We really had a good time, and everyone enjoyed it. Really loved it. For the whole event as well, we got DJ Bill. He's the one that's acting as an MC or host for the event. Lovely music from him. It's varied. He got 9 Inch Nails. He's got Metallica. He got loads. He's got reggae. He's got disco, techno. He's got loads of music that he's just throwing in. I can't remember exactly what else music, but there was one time he announced that someone's lift arrived on its patrol car, and then he played music like police something. Yeah, it is quite funny. Everyone is really contributing to the event during that day there. So yeah, I just wanted to do this recap and to explain what happened during our summer music festival for A Voice for Jaden. So it was a long story, guys, but it's much longer, the actual event, because Jen picked me up around 10:15, I think, or 10 past 10, and then we were already there by 11 and set up 12 start of the first act, which is So Sound Choir, and then it just carried on up to us as the last performer. We're meant to be playing 7 to 8. We played, I think, quarter past, or we were doing sound check just before quarter past, and we finished at 8:30 instead of 8. Landlady was okay with it, and yeah, we had 3 encore because they wouldn't stop saying we want more, and regional one stayed as well, was there up to our very last song. So yeah, happy days. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you again soon. Bye.